Satu, dua, tiga, Re. Record kan lu? Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan bagi kita semua. We are from group 6. We like to presentate about synthesis. Let's talk about synthesis. Before that, let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Regina Lidya A, and there are my partner Rayhan Ardhito, Reynaldi Gabriel, and Ridho Al Fadly. Without further ado, let's start our presentation. The first one is what is synthesis will be read by Ridho Al Fadly. Ridho Al Fadly, the floor is yours.
Okay. Synthesis is a combination to a version of several texts made into one. It contains the important points in the text and is written in your own words. And second, synthesis is an act of combining different ideas or things to make a whole that is new and different from the items considered separately. And synthesis is the result of comparing two or more contrasting ideas. The original idea is called thesis, and the second opposite ideas is called an antithesis.
Okay, thank you very much, Ridho Al Fadly. Next slide, please. The next topic we will discuss about is what is the difference between synthesis, paraphrase, and summary. This topic will be read by Rayhan Ardhito. Rayhan, the floor is yours.
I want to tell about what is the difference between synthesis, paraphrase, and summary. Synthesis is an act of combining different ideas or things to make a whole that is new and different from the items considered separately. Paraphrasing is writing the ideas of another person in your own words. You need to change the words and the structure but keep the meaning the same. Summary is a sorted version of a text. It contains the main point in the text and is written in your own words. It is a mixture of reducing a long text to a short text and selecting relevant information.
Okay, thank you very much, Ryan, for the amazing explanation. Next, we have the example of paraphrase and summary. This topic will be read by Reynaldi Gabriel. Reynaldi, the floor is yours.
Okay, the example of paraphrase is the source. It has long been known that Cairo is the most populous city on earth, but no one knew exactly how populous it was until last month. And the paraphrase version is, although Cairo has been the world's most heavily populated city for many years, the precise population was not known until 4 weeks ago.
Reynaldi, you can keep going at the example of summary.
Okay, another example is from the source version is the amphibia, which is the animal class to which our frogs and toads belong, were the first animal to crawl from the sea and inhabit the earth. And the summary is the first animal to leave the sea and live on dry land were the amphibia.
Okay, thank you very much, Reynaldi. The next topic, the step to synthesis. This topic will be read by my own self. Step 1. Organize your sources. After collecting the relevant literature, you've got a lot of information to work through and no clear idea of how it all fits together. Before you can start writing, you need to organize your notes in a way that allows you to see the relationship between the sources. One way to begin synthesizing the literature is to put your notes into a table. Depending on your topic and the type of literature you're dealing with, there are a couple of different ways you can organize this. Next slide, please. Step 2. Outline your structure. Now you should have a clear overview of the main connection and differences between the sources you've read. Next, you need to decide how you group them together and the order in which you'll discuss them. For shorter papers, your outline can just identify the focus of each paragraph. For longer papers, you might want to divide it into sections with headings. Next slide will be read by Rayhan Ardhito. Rayhan, the floor is yours.
Oh wait, the slide didn't change. Okay. The step 3. Write paragraph with topic sentence. What sets a sentence apart from a summary is that it combines various sources. The easiest way to think about this is that its paragraph should discuss a few different sources, and you should be able to condense the overall point of the paragraph into one sentence. This is called a topic sentence, and it usually appear at the start of the paragraph. The topic sentence signals what the whole paragraph is about. Every sentence in the paragraph should be clearly related to it.
Thank you, Rayhan. The next step will be read by Ridho Al Fadly. Ridho Al Fadly, the floor is yours.
Okay, the step 4 is revise, edit, and proofread. Checklist for the synthesis. Do I introduce the paragraph with a clear, focused topic sentence? And do I discuss more than one source in the paragraph? And do I mention only the most relevant findings rather than describing every part of the studies? And then do I discuss the similarities of differences between the sources rather than using source in turn? Do I put the findings or argument of the source in my own words? And is the paragraph organized around a single idea? Is the paragraph directly relevant to my research question or topic? Is there a logical transition from this paragraph to the next one? Whether you're synthesizing literature or for an essay, a literature review, or any other paper, you should make sure you can answer yes to all of these questions.
Okay, thank you. So there you have the step of synthesize. The next topic, we will discuss about the example of synthesized article. Next slide, please. So here is our synthesized article we have discussed together. It's about learning English with popular song. Reynaldi, please read the article.
Learning English with popular song. From the experience of teaching English since 1997 at SLTP Negeri 2 Patikraja Bayumas, Central Java, Sukudi, SPD, says that the most basic factor of failure is the way of teaching. On that basis, he is looking for alternatives, making learning methods and learning popular songs as an active, creative, and fun English learning models for students. The introduction of language elements and linguistic activities through songs is that students receive that subject matter contained in the song from the teacher as an early stage of the learning and learning process. Understanding is intended to instill the concept of language element and linguistic activities that have been received through the song recognition process, while the purpose of the application is that students are able to apply the teaching material that has been received through the process of introducing songs in communication.
Thank you very much for all of your attention. We apologize if we made any mistakes, and if you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you very much. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.